Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's always a pleasure having you here, and if you're joining us for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, because today's story is one that's shaking the entire entertainment world. Kim Soo-Hyun, the man of quiet mystery, has finally broken his silence. About Bubble, about his connection with Kim Ji-won, and about what really went on behind the scenes. His words didn't just surprise fans, they left everyone completely speechless. For years, people speculated, analyzed, and guessed at the dynamic between these two beloved stars, but what he just revealed changes everything. Let's be honest, Kim Soo-Hyun has always been one of those actors who rarely opens up about his private life. He's known for being deeply professional, reserved, and incredibly focused on his craft. And yet, when Queen of Tears hit the screens, something shifted. Fans noticed it immediately. The chemistry between him and Kim Ji-won wasn't just good, it was electrifying, natural, and impossible to fake. Every glance, every subtle smile, every unspoken emotion felt so real that it left viewers wondering, was this just acting or something more? Even the most skeptical fans found themselves rewatching scenes, searching for clues that might hint at a bond that extended beyond the cameras. Now, after months of silence and rumors swirling like a storm, Kim Soo-Hyun has finally spoken about it during a recent live event tied to Bubble, the fan communication app he's been using to connect more personally with his supporters. What started as a lighthearted conversation with fans suddenly took an emotional turn. Kim Soo-Hyun began reflecting on his experiences during Queen of Tears, and in doing so, revealed more than anyone expected. His words were calm and measured, but the honesty in them hit like a wave. He admitted that the bond he shared with Kim Ji-won during filming was unlike anything he had experienced in his career. He described her as someone who understands silence, someone whose energy on set made even the most intense emotional scenes feel genuine and raw. Fans who were watching the live stream immediately flooded social media, trying to process what they had just heard. The tone in his voice wasn't one of casual admiration. It was sincere, almost nostalgic, as though he were talking about someone who had left a lasting mark on his life. Kim Soo-Hyun went on to talk about how Bubble allowed him to open up to fans in ways he couldn't before. He confessed that through writing messages and reading fan reactions, he realized how much people noticed the smallest things, how they could sense his emotions, even through the screen. Sometimes, he said, it's hard to hide what the heart feels, even when you're acting. That one line sent chills through everyone listening. It's no secret that both Kim Soo-Hyun and Kim Ji-won poured their hearts into Queen of Tears. But what most people didn't know until now was how deeply the project affected them personally. According to Kim Soo-Hyun, the emotional weight of the drama, the heartbreak, the longing, the slow rediscovery of love, stayed with him long after filming ended. He admitted that for weeks, he found himself slipping back into the emotions of Baek-hyun-woo, his character. And it wasn't just because of the script. Some scenes didn't feel like acting, he said softly. They felt like real moments shared between two people who understood each other. That line alone sent fans spiraling into discussions online. Was Kim Soo-Hyun subtly confirming what many suspected, that his chemistry with Kim Ji-won stemmed from something real between them? The actor didn't say it outright, but his tone said everything his words didn't. When asked by a fan on Bubble whether he still keeps in touch with Kim Ji-won, Kim Soo-Hyun smiled quietly and said, "Some bonds don't need constant words. They just exist." That statement alone broke the internet. Within hours, it became the top trending topic across Korean social platforms and even international fan communities. To understand why this moment hit so hard, we have to go back to how Queen of Tears came together. When the casting was first announced, even some industry insiders wondered whether Kim Soo-Hyun and Kim Ji-won would have the right chemistry. Both were incredible actors with different styles. He's intense, methodical, often emotionally explosive on screen, while she's subtle, delicate, and intuitive. But from the first table read, reports say something just clicked. Crew members described the atmosphere between them as comfortably charged, like two magnets that naturally found balance. During filming, even when cameras weren't rolling, the two stars often stayed on set, discussing character motivation, sharing snacks and laughing quietly in between takes. One staff member later mentioned that their emotional connection made several difficult scenes easier to film. "It didn't feel like they were pretending to love each other," one crew member said. "It felt like they already did." Fans began compiling behind-the-scenes clips, pointing out how Kim Soo-Hyun would subtly look out for her, offering her a hand, adjusting her coat when it was cold, or simply gazing at her in moments that weren't part of any script. But despite the speculation, both actors maintained their professionalism. Kim Ji-won, in interviews, often described Kim Soo-hyun as a deeply thoughtful person and credited him with helping her find emotional depth in difficult scenes. She once said, "When you act with him, you don't have to pretend, you just feel it." That statement gained even more meaning after Kim Soo-hyun's bubble confession. Fans now look back and realize there was something mutual in the way they spoke about each other, a quiet respect that might have carried something more profound underneath. As the bubble conversation continued, Kim Soo-hyun grew more introspective. He talked about how fame often makes it hard to connect genuinely with others, and how acting sometimes feels like living multiple lives. "It's strange," he said. "You play a character for months, and then one day it's over. But some emotions don't disappear when the director says cut. They follow you home." His honesty touched fans deeply. It wasn't just about romance, it was about the emotional toll of his craft, and how rare it is to find someone who can understand that part of him. And then came the moment that silenced everyone. One fan asked if he would ever work with Kim Ji-won again, and without hesitation, Kim Soo-hyun said, "If the opportunity comes, I would say yes, because some stories aren't finished yet." That simple sentence reignited hope in fans who have been praying for another project that reunites the pair. Many took to social media to express how meaningful his words were, interpreting them as a sign that he still feels a strong connection to Kim Ji-won, not just as a co-star, but as someone special in his journey. What's truly fascinating is how Kim Soo-hyun's relationship with his fans through Bubble has evolved. For someone known to be private, the app has become a space where he shares glimpses of his thoughts, emotions, and even vulnerabilities. He thanked his fans for being patient with him, for respecting his boundaries, and for noticing things others might overlook. "You all see me better than I see myself sometimes," he said with a small laugh. But even in his lighthearted tone, there was an undeniable sincerity. Fans felt closer to him than ever, not just as an actor, but as a human being navigating fame, art, and emotion. Behind all this, though, one thing stands clear. Kim Soo-hyun's admiration for Kim Ji-won goes far beyond surface-level compliments. When he spoke about her, his words carried warmth and gratitude. He described how her approach to acting, quiet, precise, and emotionally grounded, helped him rediscover a softer side of himself as an actor. "She listens," he said. "That's rare, in acting and in life." Those who followed his career know that Kim Soo-hyun doesn't offer praise easily. So when he spoke that way, fans knew he meant every word. Meanwhile, Kim Ji-won, though silent amid the frenzy, has been spotted focusing on her next project. Yet every time she makes a public appearance, fans can't help but notice her calm smile, almost as if she knows exactly what's being said, but chooses to let time speak instead. Industry insiders suggest that both actors share a mutual respect that goes beyond ordinary co-star friendship. They've stayed in touch quietly, supporting each other's growth from afar. Some even claim that Kim Ji-won was one of the first people to message Kim Soo-hyun when he launched his Bubble account, though neither has confirmed it. As days pass since that event, the internet hasn't stopped buzzing. Hashtags like Kim Soo-hyun Bubble, #KimJi1, and hashtag Queen of Tears Forever have dominated trends across several platforms. Some fans even made emotional edits pairing his quotes from the live with behind-the-scenes clips, making viewers tear up all over again. It's not just about celebrity gossip. It's about witnessing two people whose professional connection turned into something undeniably human. When you look at Kim Soo-hyun's journey, from his early days in Dream High to the international phenomenon of It's Okay to Not Be Okay, and now Queen of Tears, you can see a man who has evolved both as an actor and as a person. But what's remarkable about his latest confession is how vulnerable he allowed himself to be. For once, he wasn't hiding behind the polished image of a top star. He was simply speaking as Kim Soo-Hyun, a man who found a rare bond with someone who changed how he viewed his art and his emotions. By the end of the bubble session, Kim Soo-Hyun thanked fans again for their support and promised to continue giving his best in future projects. But before signing off, he left one last line that fans can't stop replaying. Some feelings don't fade, they just find a quiet place in your heart. And with that, the live ended, leaving millions of hearts stirred and silent. What makes this moment so special isn't just the hint of romance or the emotional confession, it's the honesty. Kim Soo-Hyun reminded everyone that even in the glamorous world of fame, true connections still exist. That sometimes, two people meet at the right moment and create something unforgettable, on screen and maybe, just maybe, off it too. To all of you watching, what do you think? Do you believe Kim Soo-Hyun's words were a confession or simply an actor's reflection on deep artistic chemistry? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm sure everyone wants to know what you think. And if you felt the same emotion I did while hearing his words, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss any updates about your favorite stars. Thank you all for staying with me until the end of this story. Kim Soo-Hyun's honesty on Bubble might have left us speechless, but it also reminded us of something timeless. That behind every scene, every performance, and every smile, there's a human story waiting to be told. And in his story, Kim Ji-won clearly holds a chapter that's unforgettable. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep believing in the magic of real connection. Because sometimes what happens behind the camera is even more beautiful than what we see on screen.